There are ducks flying. It's been almost a month since I sat down here. I impulsively made another book. It wasn't very impulsive. That's the thing I think about me and my creative process, is that I listen to it very closely. And when it says, hey, go this way, I've learned that it's usually correct, because I'm learning to trust in those pulls rather than in the like structure that I create. I'm learning that that structure and the ideas that I have about things are less important and less true and less correct of a direction to swim down. I'm imagining like a river. You know what? I think that we just need to start. We need to start an Inkwash page, and then we'll talk. We'll talk. I'll let you know how this happened, how we ended up here, why Becoming Spring is not the one that I am drawing in right now. And we have the Le Pen. I miss Le Pens. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Man, there really is something to the soothing nature of this. I know I would always talk about it as this practice of doing every day, which I really should do. But I don't. That's literally why I create these like structures and rhythms to pull me, to be like, hey, Netta, come back to what you know works for you, to like hold the creative process. Because my creative brain can get so big and so expansive of what is possible to be created, and I can really jump to create them, like just going into like a portal basically of having an idea and knowing that it needs to be like, knowing I have everything in my hands to just make it, and the only thing that usually holds me back is like those make-believe pressures or ideas of what to do. And the more that I have been in this process of clarifying my own, I guess clarifying what I do and clarifying myself as an artist, I think that it's really taken me a very long time, to, you know, believe in me, believe in the magic of just my art alone. You need a lot of strength, you need a lot of belief, and also a lot of audacity in the belief. You somehow need to believe that what you do is meaningful. And it has been a process, I think, even just over the past couple of weeks, to really reform the way that I perceive my own work, my own art, my own the creations themselves. I don't believe in the magic of just a single object. That's why I think I've always been spirally and like and being an artist. I could never just create paintings or drawings and stand behind them and say, yes, this is of importance. Look at it. Give me money for it. Ugh. Throw out that thought, that expression. It's so incorrect. It's just like so bizarre. And it's also very egotistical. You know, it's very like, you really need to like have the audacity to believe in yourself in such a weird way to be able to feel that and hold that and express that. So, and to like live in the world as that. It's very bizarre to me. But that being said, I've kind of like landed in this place of realizing how little I value my own work as an artist. I'm the type of person who holds more value over a tree or a cloud or a moment, you know. But I realized that it's about time that I do actually value what I produce and what I create. I'm kind of tired of living in a way where I don't. I'm learning how to even live in that, how to even live in the importance of a piece and what it can mean to someone else when I've output it. And I think that's why I love talking so much and sharing so much about the process, because for me that feels more powerful, more important, more me, you know, than the objects alone. I guess that's also why I created this guy, I guess. Usually I call them girls, but this one's a guy. That's hilarious. This one does feel more masculine It does feel more certain, you know, stable, like the earth. It's so bizarre. I've never felt this way about anything that I create before. I did not feel this way about becoming spring and into winter, and I realized in the brain loop that has been the last couple of weeks, that those were rough drafts. They were sketches of an idea, and that's kind of how I work. I don't like to hold on to ideas for so long and try to figure out how what is the best possible way for them to be, and then figure that out in like the creative process. I really need to like output and see how they are held and see where they go and see how people hold them and how they interact with it, so that I could then know how, like, what it's doing, so that I could then know how to shift and move it around. So this object, this beautiful object, came from the extraction of trying to see what becoming spring and what into winter are. There were two things I realized, that they were these stories that I was trying to develop, putting my mythical and also healing journey with having lost my mom and writing stories with her and all of this beautiful stuff. Like, that's one world that I was developing and needing to see what it is. And that's still a very tender exploration. I'm finding that I know there are stories, and I know that there is writing that wants to be created, but it's also like very close to like me and like my journey and like my life experience, and that's also just like doing that kind of art is very, very different than like the kind of art that I feel very comfortable in at the moment, which is the other part of what becoming spring and into winter were, which is the art to color and do whatever with, and the ink washes to draw, and just the blank pages to just have a journal. And then I love the idea of just like a piece of writing that kind of sparks something, that sparks inspiration, that sparks a turn toward the world, the wonderful experience of living. This is me. Like, this is the present day, like, strong, grounded expression of my creative heart. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I literally look at it. I look at the cover, I look at the back, and I look inside, and I'm like the design. Like, I'm a big fan of fun design, and I'm a big fan of like the teeny tiny, let me show you the other teeny tiny little, like, oh my gosh, I just love it so much as a piece. I've always wanted this, you know. I just know that this is something that I have been needing in my world. The fact that it's all in black and white, and then the cover just like, when it's just sitting, it like makes me want to create in it. It just is what my creative brain has been needing, as like a grounding center hub to put everything, to like put all of the percolating ideas, all of the grounding, all of the like coming home with the meditative ink washing. And I really did that. I've never felt like, oh, this is an object that I can get behind, of like, yes, for you. For you, if you so please. This is what I have learned from a decade of work. This is it. And it's like this matte cover, and the size, and it's also like, as I've been working in it, I'm just gabbing about how much I love it. And like the teeny tiny font. Oh. And it feels so good to have becoming spring and into winter kind of be what they were for my thinking process. And the fact that those paved the way for this. I will be going to Story Zone at my leisure, at my pace. Those will take time. I need time and space with that. And in that time and space, I want to stay in the creative process. And this is a holding of that. I want to make tactile, actual art again. I haven't allowed myself to just create, you know, to create objects that I actually love, because of the whole value confusion, because of the whole like artisty thing. But I feel like I'm at a point in my world, in my life, where I'm like, I don't care about the ideas of it. I just want to make the things that really like light my heart up and like make me feel so like, yes, that is it. That is doing it. It's annoying to like discover the way that I've been, in a sense, keeping myself small over the years. It's like the way that you perceive yourself is who you are as an artist. The self-development, it's so annoying. And it's so fascinating to see. I'm just happy to be able to also share what this process is like. I just love it so much. This is my sketchbook now. This is the sketchbook of my life. Oh my god, I've been wanting this for years. It inspires me so much. A space to create again and again. I'm like sharing this with you as if I didn't make it. As if I didn't make it myself. It's just like the italicized again and again. I'm just, I think, reacting to seeing this in tactile form because it's only been about a day since I've held it in my hands. The little Bainera Nuri. The ink wash and the drawing. The art. It just holds everything. It just holds like everything that I've been creating in a very real and tactile way. I self-published 2 books. I legit thought they were finished when I self-published them. And I realized literally a couple weeks ago that they aren't. It's so hilarious because I could have like saw that experience, like saw like what I created, what I did, and been like, wow, how embarrassing. How embarrassing. Like that's silly of me. But it's like, that's not even in my brain anymore. Because it's not how I work, you know. I feel like it's kind of this like understanding that nothing is permanent. It's very important to realize and understand, because I think that that's half of the like annoying brain space that you can get into, where you're like holding one idea so like rigidly with like your claws, and you're like, this is the thing. You're gonna go crazy. You're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose your mind, because it's not how things work. It's just not how things work. In the creative, things evolve and transform, and it requires kind of that mental ability to not take things so seriously too, to not like hold so tightly, and to not like take it personally when an idea doesn't land exactly right. That's just information. That's literally like a gift of information, so that you could just do it better. So you could do it better. And I did it better. Oh my gosh. So much better. Like, this is so correct. It is so correct to just let those books be rough drafts. It feels freeing for me in one sense, where I'm not tied to like ideas of how to do things and the like ideas of how to do them. You know, like I'm kind of free in that way, and I just really hope that you also feel a sense of freedom in the creation and in the expression too. From me, I'm low-key embarrassing myself. Oh hey, hummingbird. Literally just came to say, hey, you're not embarrassing yourself. Don't talk about yourself like that. But yeah, I really hope that it just provides some level of safety in the like, try things, you know, create things, just let them breathe, you know, get them out of the sketchbook. There's so many ways to do things. There are no rules anymore. There's AI making, like, there are no rules anymore when it comes to creation, and the only thing that is important is if it's a true expression, and if you stay malleable in the process. It's the only way, I think, to stay sane in this like really weird digital artistic age, where there's a lot of holding onto like old things that are kind of like, you know, it's kind of like there's like a crumbling. Walk away from it, you know, create the wonder. Create the wonder. create the truth. You could do anything, so make it beautiful, make it true, make it yours. Yeah, okay. That's my permission slip, and that's your permission slip to create in love, and pure love, and pure love and wonder. And trust in the process. This is what I made. I don't really do much, but it was enough to just get me to be able to talk to you, because I wanted to talk. I wanted to catch up. All right, we'll do this again soon. Thanks for being here.